and welcome to Honeybee You Tarot and to my series Cards and Coffee. My name is Melissa. Welcome back to any of you who have been here, who have watched any of my videos. Welcome back. Thank you so much. And welcome to those of you who are brand new. Cards and Coffee is more about creating a dialogue between what we call parts of self. So it's kind of a attempt by me to blend both my worlds, one as a counselor, one as a tarot reader. So that is what we're going to do today. I also have, if you care to check out any of my other readings, I have full moon and new moon readings. I've got pick a deck readings. I have North Node readings. And all of the information that you will need for any of my readings, including this one, will be in the description box below. I've posted some journal prompts or questions for reflection if you want to do your own reflecting on any card that comes out. If you want to use the card that comes out for the daily Cards and Coffee Parts of Self reading, you can utilize it as a reading or a message from Spirit to you, just whatever resonates for you. You would be surprised at the messages that come out. While the image may not resonate, particularly the issues and belief systems and things that we all struggle with might. So with that said, let's look and see which part wants to be seen and heard today. Certainly we don't all have the same parts. We're not going to resonate with all of these images in the same way, but we might have a similar dialogue. Sorry. Oh, sister friend. I wonder how many, clearly I'm resonating. It's cracking me up. I feel like this is my, this was my sort of COVID winter part, or at least a part. Dear God. Here we go. Okay. But she's got her coffee on, right? Okay. So for those of you who are not watching your screen, let me give you a brief description of this part. Okay. So clearly, this is a female. She is, well, I don't know. Okay, it looks to be the female person. She is wearing mismatched pajamas. She's got slippers on. She's got one sock on with one slipper, one sock off. She has, that I can see in this room, she has 4 cats sort of running amok. She is standing in her kitchen. She does have a pot of coffee, looks like fresh coffee brewing. She has laundry piled up. She's got trash piled up in the trash can. I don't identify with all of this, but certainly the energy. She has one of those cat clocks, you know, where the tail kind of ticks back and forth. Reminds me of my childhood in many ways. She's got, you know, dark bags under her eyes, dark circles under her eyes. I mean, she just looks like a mess. But her coffee mug has a giant sunshine. It's her coffee. I'm going to hold this up closer to the camera so you can see. And I think I said this in a reading a few days ago from last week that, you know, I've worked many years doing, you know, my own work and healing and learning to be present and practicing mindfulness and meditating and setting intentions and, you know, working on the law of attraction and manifesting. And one of the things that I started doing, I don't know, 15 years ago was starting my day off, my coffee cup would sort of set the tone for me. So I had all these different coffee cups that were helping me to be very intentional as I set the day. And so today I have this very old, it was one of my first ones, be the change you wish to see in the world, the Gandhi saying. This used to be black. The writing was very vibrant and clear. I think my dishwasher runs too hot now, so it's like completely white, and it's old. But most of my coffee cups are packed away, and I just have a few of my faves. And so that's what she's reminding me of, is like, man, she's holding on to that coffee for dear life. Oh, Lord. I, by the way, have hot lemon water because I'm recording these. What time is it? It's like almost 4:45 in the afternoon, in which I caught up with someone I haven't spoken to in a long time today, and I did some, kind of cleaning and laundry and stuff like that today. So I'm just now getting started on the readings. Okay, so enough of that. So the way I structure the questions in the dialogue is to move through the chakra centers using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I have already shuffled all of my decks very well and cleanse them very well, but I'd like to just shuffle on camera so that you can see they are shuffled. Give you time to connect and set your intentions to receive a message that you need. Okay, so we're looking at the base chakra first. It's interesting. She's got like pink slippers. She's got red and white checked pajama bottoms, and then she's got a pink pajama top that is covered in flowers. You know, I mean, she's a mess, but she's trying, right? She's trying she's trying something. Okay, so red is the base chakra, and that is I have. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, okay, let's look at this. We have, at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. Okay, ooh. And underneath that, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So the bottom of the deck energy is the energy that's moving from the past into the present and into the future. Okay. So it looks like she or someone else had to walk away from a painful ending towards something that was more fulfilling. It could have felt like it was like, you know, really quick. And maybe it left her in some disarray. And the reason why I say it could have been very quick, although it probably wasn't because we've got 10 of Swords here, is because I often see this image as an eclipse. Okay, and eclipses can feel very quick, even though they really aren't. It's usually something that's been building, much like the Tower, I feel. Okay, but we have the Knight of Cups. So I have. Okay, so to me, the Knight of Cups is a offering or a message being offered. This knight to me is sort of Lance romance-ish. This knight likes the sort of is in love with love, is like loves the pomp and circumstance, if you will, loves the flowery nature of it. And I feel like if this is what she's saying she has, it's not a real deep energy, but it's a real, I feel like it's a promise. I feel like it's a pledge. What's coming to me right now is, you know how teens or young adults, or at least back in my day, I don't know what they do now, but they used to give like a promise ring. So it was like before the engagement ring, and there's like the sense that, you know, I'm not really ready for a variety of reasons to say that I can give you an engagement ring, but I do want to make a promise to you, and I do want to offer you this, you know, love or kind, a promise. So, you know, I don't know what that's about for her. And maybe it's just a promise and a belief that she has in, you know, to me, she's a cat lady, right? So she's loving, but she has her cats. It's not like she has her human in this picture. And maybe she, you know, carrying her little sunshine coffee cup just as a reminder, but she's not doing too well. Right? There's some disarray here. I gotta flip over this deck because I keep looking at the bottom image. Okay, let's just see. You know what? And I feel like maybe the promise of something, the hope for love, romance, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, let's see what else is going on. Okay. So now we're looking at the sacral chakra. What's falling out of her? Oh, that's not, no, I'm not taking all those cards. Ugh, okay. So, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, okay? So, love of self, healing, hope. I always say hope, help, and healing. That's actually part of my prayers and my intentions that I set before I do these readings, because I believe like if you can't offer love to anyone else, and you know we all know that love comes in a spectrum, unless you already love yourself, and then that love overfloweth, right? But it also there is a divine love. There is divine unconditional love from spirit here, and hope and healing, right? I mean, all there is love. So she, I had a thought about her for a second. I can't remember what it was. All right, so in the sacral chakra, okay, yeah. She, that's about partnership, and it's about relationships, and it's about creativity, and it's kind of what you're bringing in. So it does look like there is communication, okay, or swift moving energy, okay. I think she wants something to happen. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I think this belief, this hope, again, this is a knight in shining armor, so this could be a hope that someone could come and rescue her in actuality. And again, this can be male or female energy. That she maybe is dreaming of the knight in shining armor coming in and rescuing her, you know, fairly quickly here. And so if you're looking at this as a reading, it could be that that is what you're hoping, wishing for, or that it is actually, happening, coming in here. So, and it might, feel very, very like a new beginning, very restorative, very healing, kind of like a divine gift, right? Like an angel, I want an angel send me someone to love. Oh, is that a song? I think that's a song. I have to write that down. Somebody to love. What is that? Angel. Okay, so I will, if I find anything on that, I'm hearing somebody to love. I don't know what the song is. I will post that in the description box. Okay, let's move on. I'm talking too much. Okay, so now we're looking at the solar plexus chakra, which is I can, or I will. And when I say I will, I don't mean like in the future. I mean, I will myself into action. Solar plexus is about action. Okay. We've got limiting beliefs here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is a perceived inability to create, move, take action, who knows, there's something limiting here for her. Yeah, okay, so 9 of Pentacles. Two of Wands. And the Emperor. I can and I will. Okay. I do believe this part has a it's probably in conflict with another part. It's probably the part that feels hopeful and believes in romance, or in maybe a very childish way believes that, love will save the day. Also has a hard time either taking action towards it and or believing that it's possible to manifest. It's like there's a push-pull. Yeah, there's a push-pull energy here. And it does look like there could be distance that if this part is thinking about someone in particular, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I see these two people like looking towards each other, which is really interesting. So she might believe like, okay, well, there's too much distance, but at the same, but also it could be that she does not believe in her ability to maintain her independence if she should put out into the world what it is that she wants. She may be afraid and feeling somewhat stuck, or somewhat lack the, almost like the confidence in life. Because I can see her in being independent. I can see her, you know, what she has created. It's what's tripping me up is that the 8 of Swords is over here at the bottom of the deck. I should probably move the deck over here so you can kind of see why I keep saying that. Because right here, it's like, I can and I will. I am independent. I'm going to put something out there in the world. I know what I want. I know I have this vision. I want to travel, or I want to put this idea that I have, or expand something that I've already grown. I want to put it out into the world and create almost like my own rule, my own way, my own structure. You know, the Emperor is like an authority. It's like, I have authority over my life. But what I keep getting trapped in here, why I'm feeling like there could be another part that is keeping her kind of stuck here in this energy, even though she, you know, she's very hopeful, she's loving, she's got this like romantic quality to her. There's this 8 of Swords over here. There's an 8 of Swords, there's the Page of Pentacles. So an opportunity to, you know, plant that seed, get something going, get something growing. And the Queen of Wands, and Judgment underneath that. I mean, you can keep going down the road. It's like, I want to take action. I mean, I really want to get going. And you know, the Queen of Wands, I mean, she's amazing, but she can also be like, you know, a diva. I'll just say that. But then we slam into the 8 of Swords. So interesting. Let's see what else is happening here. Okay, so in the heart chakra, I love. Speaking of cats, I think mine is right outside my window wanting to come in. Okay. Strength card. Okay. I love. This is going to require a lot of courage, a lot of trust and faith in her own ability to harness and integrate some of the parts of herself that, what would we call them? Some of the parts of herself that are more primal or impulsive or wild. You know, it's kind of like, and then we've got the 2 of Pentacles, you know, juggling the 2 of Pentacles, right? It could be juggling between, you know, sort of a this or a that. Like, I could do this or I could do that. I could have this, I could have that. If she's wanting to manifest a relationship, it could be, you know, juggling between that. It's something that's tangible, right? And or something that she is going to have to figure out how to balance. And it is going to require her to have a significant amount of courage, internal strength, belief in her self, in, you know, kind of all that she that's not what I was going to say, but what I just heard was all that she's entitled to. That was not what I was going to say. But I think why that came up is this is a number 8. And for me, the number 8 is about like the path, that we all have a path and a purpose, and everything that we live through, everything that we come up against, or every challenge that we face, every time we fall down, every time we get back up, it's part of the path that was always supposed to be there. And it's sort of like we get to a place in our lives where we really kind of start to see that that is a reality, or we start to be able to integrate our will with the divine will. And right now, the words that are coming out of my mouth are shocking me. I'm like, wow, okay, yes, this is true. This is true. And this is 8. Well, the next number in line, the next major arcana card in line is the 9, which is the Hermit card. And the Hermit goes up to the mountain, withdraws in order to make sense out of life, right? To gain wisdom about life, about maybe his own life, but it's an archetypal energy, right? So, we all have experienced that time in our life where we need to withdraw and kind of like sit there and go, what is going on here? What is happening? Who am I now? I see that a lot, like about every 10 years, right? So yeah, I think she's going to have to integrate a lot of her experiences through her heart chakra, having compassion for herself, having compassion for, whatever she's dealing with right here, which is completely reminding me of COVID. COVID brain, but also, staying hopeful and courageous and brave and all of that. Okay, let me leave these here. Okay, so I speak. Okay. We have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, she's been on a journey. The 6 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands, marriage celebration, the 6 of Pentacles, giving, receiving, charity, kind of that kind of thing, and King of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Don't worry about that. There's all kinds of signs here. It doesn't even matter. I take that back. Let's don't even worry about the signs. We'll just talk about the energy. Okay. So, I speak. Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So, the Page of Cups, there's no real structure. There's not an island. There's not a bird. There's nothing in the background. There's not a ship. There's nothing. There is pure imagination and playfulness coming out of this cup, which is, our emotions. There's the little fish, kind of like they're dialoguing. So it's creativity, it's dreaminess, it's Pisces again, it's Pisces and Venus maybe even, where we get to daydream and we get to think about all the things that we want to do and we want to create. And You know, what is possible. So that's at the bottom of the deck. What I'm speaking is also what I'm hearing is I'm looking back over where I have been. Like I said, just kind of like she's trying to make sense of all of this, or she's needing to take some time to do that and integrate her will with divine will, and kind of how do I balance that out? And so, you know, it could be, you know, she's somewhat afraid, somewhat defended against, somewhat prevented from taking action because it's been, I mean, this is the warrior card, right? It's been hard. It's been a struggle. If she is receiving messages, she may be looking back and going like, you know, maybe I've heard that before. Maybe I've believed in that before, right? Because she's looking at the Page of Cups here. I mean, he is, but we're talking about this part, right? So this part, it's a part that we all have, or potentially can all have, and we're looking at, well, why does this part show up like so disheveled and so sort of unable to get their daily work done? It's kind of like they're getting through life, right? And it's like, well, should I believe? Should I have hope? Should I still remain hopeful? Should I even dream? Should I even bother to dream? I don't know. Like, I'm a little paranoid about that. Am I going to get or receive what I think I can get or receive? Can I let me okay. Is what I'm being offered or what I'm dreaming about enough? Is what I'm feeling right now. Is it enough? Is it balanced? Am I balanced? Am I capable of receiving what I say that I want? I say that I believe in love, or that I believe in, it's almost like whatever it is that she is wanting, and it's got a dreamy quality to it, right? But there's not like a whole lot of action Jackson behind it. It's like, I feel like she needs, I just want to say, the practical plan, right? Because the Four of Wands, you know, that is joy and stability. That is celebration. Can I get there? Do I have the plan? I'm saying this is my plan. I'm saying this is what I want. But maybe I don't even know if I can trust myself, right? All right, I need to pause this and go let my cat in. She's going crazy out there. Are we recording? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. And underneath that, I mean, look at that. Oh, 2 4s in a row. We've got 3 4s in a row here. So, you know, kind of sitting there thinking, reflecting. Sometimes this is remorse, depression, inability to get out of, you know, thinking about what was, what could have been, and missing this Ace of Cup opportunity, right? Underneath that, you know, the 4 of Swords, taking that time out to get some mental peace and clarity, meditate. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of feel, I just wonder, like, if she's been let down too many times to where she's going to get through life but she might not have that much faith in it. Okay. I see. Okay, third eye chakra. God, it's really talked way too much. Okay. Third eye. And it's funny because there is a lot of yellow in these cards, which is, yeah. Okay, so we've got the nine of wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, anxiety, you know, keeping me up all night. It's a lack of faith. You know, it's fear over faith. I see. Okay. 3 of Cups, joy, celebration, getting together with friends, you know, I don't know. Is she, let me see what's going on down here. We've got the Hermit at the bottom and the Death card underneath that. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like she's been let down. It might be just really, really hard for her to hope, to imagine, to see, you know, with her mind's eye, that this could be possible for her. And sometimes the 3 of Cups is a third party situation. Sometimes it's drinking too much. So maybe she's drinking too much by evening, and in the morning, like, she's just like a disheveled mess with her little cup of coffee. So that could be it. But I don't know. I just am getting the sense like, you know okay. It's like, this is the thing about the sixth chakra. And all of us can get up in our head and we can like figure everything out and be very logical and rational and, you know, think of all of the ways that things can be done and should be done and, you know, be this guy, you know, Mr. Practical Planner, being, you know, gaining wisdom through experience, being able to see things from a higher perspective. So there's that part of that chakra center. And we can all think of all the things that could go right and all the things that could go wrong. At the same time, there is, as we move up into the crown chakra, if we allow ourselves to be quiet, to be still, to trust in the unknown, to connect with the higher, wiser self, to allow guidance to come to us rather than us doing all the figuring out. You know, I got to figure it out. I will allow in guidance. We all have the ability to hone that and to get a sense or an inspiration. Oh, I'm gonna say, I wish I saw the Ace of Swords, but I did. I saw it right here, right under, look at these two cards. Cards are right next to each other. Inspiration and healing, right? I mean, it's, you know, several cards back, but it's right there. It's like, I feel like she struggles back and forth with that. I feel like this energy or this part is struggling with that. And maybe even gave up at some point. Like, I'm just going to be a cat lady, right? I'm not going to have, you know, this kind of energy. I'm not going to have this kind of energy. It's, you know, me, myself, and I, and that's the safest way to create the world that I want and to maintain authority over myself. But is it a full life? Yeah. Okay. So I know. So when we're looking at I know, we are looking at the crown chakra. We are looking at spiritual guidance and connecting to our higher power. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck, with the 10 of Cups. Unfortunately, 7 of Swords underneath that. Okay, so we're looking at energy that's kind of moving through here. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune upright. Something turning upright. The Hierophant. Okay. Card of values, morals, commitments, anything that we do that's like a vow. It's more than a promise ring, I'll tell you that. Wherever I was talking about that, was that with the Knight of Cups? This is like the real deal. I can promise anybody anything, but when I make a vow under this energy, it's a whole other thing. Now we're talking about my integrity. Now we're talking about morals and codes. There's conflict here. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Okay. So some internal conflict. and Three of Pentacles. Two fives in a row. We've got the 10 here and ending in a beginning here with the Wheel of Fortune. And this is also expansion, right? This is Sagittarian energy, Jupiterian, I should say, energy, and it's expansive. You know, there could be some, like I said, it's like she's got an internal conflict between like her beliefs and her beliefs, right? Like, almost like, what do I want to say? I believe in something, in these things. I believe in these concepts of love, of independence, of marriage, of interdependence, of joy, of celebration. But maybe it's not for me. Okay. I think this part is here potentially to keep the wounded parts from taking risks that they may have taken in the past and have hurt. Okay. Being left out in the cold, making promises, drawing boundaries, and not keeping them, being deceptive, sneaking away, 10 of Cups, joy, bliss, happiness, right? So it's kind of like we see this moving through, right? I just kind of feel like I already said it. I think this part is here to protect. Where's the wishful part that was here earlier? Well, the dreamer, okay? To protect this part from getting hurt again. Like I said, I think I'd rather be a cat lady. These things are for other people. They're not for me. Right? Okay. So let's see. Why are you here? Let's see. What does she say? What is your role? What is your role? Why are you here? What is your role? Did something flip out? Oh, what is your role? And cats, I mean, man, they're like the epitome of independent, and they love hard when they feel like it, and they do their own thing when they don't. You know, they, I mean, look, you barely have to take care of them, honestly. As evidenced here. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, we have complacency. We kind of saw that with the Four of Cups and then the Four of Swords underneath that. Why am I here? Passion and perception. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. Yeah, I mean, can I with complacency here. You know, dare I believe? Dare I follow my passion? Dare I create what I want and believe in the mystery and the magic? And I mean, look, you know, the butterflies and the dove, and isn't it a dove? No, it's not a dove. I don't know what that bird is. It's got a little green head on it, I think. It's got a blue head on top of it. Butterfly is a sign of transformation, and you know, she's wearing this purple dress, so that's the spiritual, you know. Yeah, dare I believe and trust and follow my dream? I don't think so. So I might get stuck in this space. Right? What are you afraid of? What is your fear? Oh, wow. Okay, that was a lot. Let me just take that. Okay. That's a lot. All right, so soulmate, prayer, two different paths, one to the city, one to the country, lemons out of lemonade, right? You know, taking those action steps and wisdom. Yeah, will I make the right choice? And if this is like about love and, you know, following that path to the soulmate, whatever she's thinking about here, because there was a lot of Lance romance stuff going on. You know, I don't know what. Maybe we can be our own soulmate. She just might not believe. She has a fear that she is not, that she cannot create that. Or which path to take, or is she wise enough? Will she make another mistake? Victim at the bottom of the deck. If you weren't working so hard to protect your wounded parts, how would you feel? What would that be like for you? If you weren't working so hard, you didn't have to work so hard. Balance. Trickery. Again, got some repeating cards from yesterday. Okay. I feel like because of the time, I really don't need to read much out of, you know, why am I here? What are my fears? I think, you know, what I'm perceiving, what I'm seeing matches what I said in the reading. I'd like to know more about this if I didn't have to work so hard. Balance. Actually, I will go down and to read the fears. I think Yep. To enjoy the beauty of, for the soulmate, to enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. What truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Key ideas: speaking your truth, choosing love, freedom through transformation, which kind of up here, resistance to commitment, an unexpected outcome, and new truths. Keywords: authenticity, treasure, and trust. Yeah. Like, I'm afraid to take a risk. I'm afraid to be to express my truth. And it's like she's fighting against, the need to be independent and maintain that independence, and then also to come into union or communion or, be with others. It could just be, with friends, although I think there's some relationship stuff here. Yeah. Okay. And let's see, prayer. Go ahead. Prayer. Cool lemonade is a reminder that there is always a plan. If you were sidetracked from your path, then you will be guided back to your true calling. If my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer, how can I live in active prayer? Right? If my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer, how can I live in active prayer? So, like I said, it's like that sixth chakra where, there's that mental energy. And we're thinking and coming up, and maybe aren't even aware that we're manifesting that way, as opposed to being still and being intentional about what we're thinking about what we're asking for, and then being intentional in listening to guidance and messages coming in. All prayers are answered, following where life leads, being of service and fulfillment. Clarity, destiny, and authenticity. So that's two cards around authenticity. Again, I feel like she could be afraid that her prayers will not be answered, and that she's torn between trusting and believing in divine guidance and needing to figure things out on her own. And there could be an integration of that, right? Personal will with divine will, like I said, with the strength. Wisdom. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? Clearly she is. A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. Personal inquiry. Do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Key ideas: wise counsel, focused energy, honoring yourself, contribution, being chosen, contentment, transformation, maturity, tranquility, and support. Yeah. It's like I said, like I just don't feel like this part is confident that in what she's learned and if she's integrated what she's learned, and is she ready to live authentically and allow her path to be, what it is, and to follow it, follow her bliss. Okay. What did I say I was doing? Okay, balance. Okay, so she wasn't working so hard. Running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. Okay, personal inquiry. I take me with me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? Key ideas: chasing illusions, health matters, compulsive behavior, dietary imbalance, being result-oriented, self-neglect, and honoring values. Keywords: assistance, courtesy, and support. Yeah. She's afraid that if she wasn't doing all of this work, see, okay, so this self, the worries of this self are still too strong. That if she's not here, and she's not doing all this hard work, that all of these scary things, right, can happen. Running towards something may chase it away. Like I can't go that direction. I could chase it away. You know, I've been wrong in the past. I've screwed it up in the past. Am I chasing illusions? Yeah, there's just a real, just working that out. Look, we got the balance again. We've got, well, it is the card of balance. But we've got, see this with, got the two. Am I ready to give, receive? Oops. All right. And trickery. Wow, you can see where this is going. During trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place you expect. Am I afraid to tell the truth? This authenticity and truth thing is really coming up a lot. I don't remember if I talked about that or not. How does that fear make me manipulate others? What do I really need to say? Yeah, something, okay. Dance of scarcity, coveting possessions, vulnerable heart, self-honesty, accusing others, hidden motives, keywords: vision, honesty, and greed. Dance of scarcity. She don't trust herself. I'm just going to say that. Really, it just kind of all comes. She does not trust herself. Is my, yeah, I got to hurry up and get out of here because my computer is saying no more storage here. Okay, let's get one more quick message, please. There we go. Thank you so much. And not for you in the reverse or in the protection position. Okay, see a little fortune cookie there. So let's see. Number 6, not for you. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. Okay? Trust. She doesn't trust herself. Okay. So nothing that she needs to pursue and or avoid, right? It's just to be present to, you know, what is before you? Where have you been? What do you know to be true? What have your experiences been? Rejection is God's protection. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful, enlightening, gave you something to think about. And please just take a second to hit like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And I hope you will be back again. Thank you. Be well. Bye-bye.